Hi Aquarius, my name's Leona from Super Conscious Soul, and this is your love reading for 2017, October, sorry. So, the single ones, yeah? So for single Aquarius, we have the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. So this is showing me that maybe, maybe there's some commitment or some conflict with commitment. Maybe you're having some mental conflict about whether you want to commit at the next stage of your life or not. It could also be you kind of wanting something spiritually out of it as well, wanting something spiritually out of a connection, and possibly you could be working out whether a new relationship or somebody you like has that connection, or it could be that you're just anti relationships at the moment, or it could be that you're just dedicating yourself to a more spiritual way of life, and you're going, it's like there's that conflict about wanting a relationship but at the same time wanting freedom perhaps. Yeah, because underneath that we have two more conflicting cards. We have the Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is a very fiery energy. She's very determined. She follows her passions, or he follows his passions, follows where their heart's going. They could be very nurturing. They can be quite independent too, wanting to move when they say so, not wanting to be controlled at all. We could have some conflict here, minor conflict, not necessarily full out war, but just conflict about authority, power, passions perhaps, or conflicting ideas about whether you want to follow your passions. They could be somebody that you've got your eye on, somebody that you like a lot, and they bring out this passionate energy, but you could also be conflicted there too, internally. But it's asking you to just flirt. You have extend your light-hearted energy to others. So it's asking you to kind of get out of your head a little bit, guys, and just flirt. It's asking you to follow your passions as well. Because then underneath we have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So they're both going in completely opposite directions and completely opposite energies. This guy's kind of romantic. He wants to have a conquest, but it could be that he just doesn't want nothing serious. He just wants, or she doesn't want nothing serious. They just want to be kind of in and out. They're conflicted, I feel, because they could have feelings for this person that they're seeing as well. They could have feelings for somebody that they like, but they're kind of conflicted. They're kind of trying to stay in their truth at the moment. They're kind of trying to fight for their rights. I'm also getting that it could be that it could be conflicting ideas about somebody that was in their life before, perhaps. Maybe they can't let go of that energy. That's a fire energy, the Queen of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it could be that they are conflicted between, because these cards are going in two different ways, they could be conflicted about the past and the present. Because this one's going forward, this one wants to go backwards. Yeah. So it could be that energy. But I do get that there's definitely a conflict with commitment for you guys this month. You're kind of battling it, but the passion's there, because underneath the deck you have the Tower, and I've also just seen the World underneath that. So there's a completion of cycles for you guys. There's something that's kind of happened, that's kind of completed a cycle, and maybe you're a little bit insecure about it. Maybe it's because they could have been signs as well, because we've got judgment under that. That could be an awakening for you guys. I feel like Aquarius has been going through an awakening for a long time. I keep saying that in my videos, but I feel the energy of that. So yeah, there's an awakening perhaps, but I feel like you're awakening to your spiritual self. I feel like you're awakening to the start of a new cycle, because this is a 1 year as well. So this is about new beginnings and new cycles for all of us. We've kind of left behind all of the stuff from the 9-year cycle we've just completed, and we're moving on. And this is shown to me with this card. We've got Between Worlds here, number 3, and this is about instability. It's a 3, so there's not much balance there. People are trying to find some balance within being between worlds here. So it's moving from one state to another, as we kind of see echoed in these cards. It's moving from one state to another, and this is causing that inner conflict of your passions, and inner conflict mentally for you guys this month. But I feel like with the Judgment card as well, there's something guided about this. There's something celestial about this relationship. But I feel like you have to go through this questioning of yourself first to kind of get past this barrier and to move into the new thing, to allow yourself to move into love without any angst about moving forward. Yeah, so we also, for both sides, we got exchanging gifts. Now, what this card talks about is it's like we've wished for something, and we've wished and we've wished and we've wished, and we got what we wanted, but then there's this failure to kind of want to commit. There's this failure to want to commit to this new thing, or there's this feeling like you're going to fail at it perhaps, or like you can't give it your everything, because you feel like, I feel like you guys are making plans for the future already, but not making plans. You're almost making plans on behalf of the other person. So it's like you're second guessing what's coming when you're not really aware of what's coming. But this is just asking you to just give more of yourself, allow that energy to kind of give and take. This is you kind of holding back a little bit of yourself, I feel. Okay, so then we're going to move on to the couples. So for couples, we've got the Page of Cups coming in with the Four of Wands. So for some of you guys, this is really good news, and this is like you getting invitations, getting proposals for marriage. This is taking your relationship up a step further for some. This is definitely offers, proposals, maybe to move in, maybe to buy a house together, maybe to, but there's an upping of the commitment levels. Okay, so for some others of you, I'm seeing that there could be a little bit of instability and a little bit of undecidedness in this relationship. I feel like you love this person, but there's a little bit of imbalance. It's like you love them, but you don't love them enough to be a king about it. So it's like you're not giving, it's still a page energy, so it's very young. It can also talk about somebody who's in a relationship with somebody a bit younger than themselves, or they're younger, or the person is a little bit immature, a little bit goofy, a little bit, yeah. But this is wanting love and being in love 1 minute, but then it's like, I'm just getting that some of you guys as well could possibly be not for all of you, obviously, but some of you guys could possibly be getting an offer, but you're kind of you're in a daydream. You're thinking about another offer from somewhere else, perhaps, or you're thinking about somebody else, possibly, as well. So that's kind of took away a little bit of your energy, perhaps. It's like you're thinking about somebody else. I don't see cheating, but I see that it could be just comparing and comparison, possibly. It's like there's this person that you have on this pedestal, and you've kind of you're comparing. Okay, so underneath that we have the Ten of Wands and the Four of Cups. So this is like a little bit of like, you've got a lot on your plate. There's a little bit of discontent. There's a little bit of boredom. Emotionally, it's like you can't see that your ship's coming in. This could be like just, you know, the general monotony of you guys not having fun together anymore, needing to bring more fun in, needing to bring in a little bit of that emotional, needing to see a little bit more evidence of that ship coming in. It's just feeling like you have a lot on your plate this month. Feeling like you guys are carrying a weight. But it could also be a weight with a decision that you have to make. A weight with a choice that you have to make, possibly. And this could be you kind of throwing away other choices to narrow down your options, perhaps. It could also be you thinking about somebody else, like I did say. Or idealising another relationship. And feeling like yours is just kind of heavy, yeah. And underneath that we have Justice. Oh, Justice ran away. We have Justice and the Two of Pentacles. So Justice is, it's like asking you to make a decision, asking you to make a choice. It's asking you to kind of create more balance and harmony with a relationship, perhaps, as well. It can talk about legal things like contracts, marriages, but it's also asking you, I feel like you're juggling, like there's a little bit of confusion in the energy, perhaps. There's a little bit of not sure, inconsistency, but it's asking you to stand in your truth as well, to weigh both sides of it and to stand in your truth. You're balancing the energy this month. It could also be you trying to balance the money or find the money for this wedding or for this contract or to move up to this next stage for those of you that are not having problems. For your Romance angel card, you got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, the angels, it's like the angels are trying to get you back together. I feel like you guys could have been having some rocky times. It could be perhaps a very on and off relationship for you guys, where you feel like they come back and they come back with this offer, and or you may not feel like it's a little bit sincere, perhaps. To move on. But with your underneath the deck card, we've got the Sun, yeah, and this is about shining light. This is about bringing more happiness. It's about having more fun in you guys' relationships, but it's also about shining your light, speaking from your place of truth, perhaps, as well. Just considering what makes you guys happy this month. What makes you guys become that couple again? If you're not bonded like you should be, what makes you, what brings that for you again? It could also be talking about you guys just needing to get away and have a holiday together as well, a vacation, perhaps. Needing to take some time out and some space together so you can grow that card past the Page of Cups, that energy. But I just feel like there's a lot of decisions in your relationships that you have to make. You're thinking about whether to commit to something. Both sides of the energy are thinking about whether to commit this month. Yeah, so that's been your reading. Take care. Stay blessed. Thanks for watching.